Hey, good morning, Vietnam. Actually, it is Baloney Brain. It is Weird Wednesday, but this one is one that is historic because earlier this week we lost the amazing talent of Robin Williams, and so since Daryl and I have loved to laugh, I thought for our first story we would remember Robin in a little way of our own. So how you doing, Daryl? You doing all right?
I'm great. I didn't know you were going to do that. I
I
think that's lovely.
well the tweet from Robin's daughter I just thought captured everything about Robin, and it was from a French poet and philosopher, and it says, you alone will have the stars as no one else has them. And one of the stars I shall be living, and one of them I shall be laughing. And so it will be as if all the stars were laughing. When you look at the sky at night, you, only you, will have the stars that can laugh. And I thought that was such a beautiful.
Woo. Well, people that I know and love me and stuff know that I'm an emotional slob. I'm touched.
Well, all I can say is, oh captain, oh, my captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we sought is won. So, okay, I'm sorry to do that to you.
You're a little bit of a tough act to follow today, John.
But I know we've all been touched by this, so.
Yeah, and I think that was just huge of you to do that. I didn't even know. Folks, he even skipped me on this one. But, are you ready for this? An actress who is supposedly a Mexican superstar called Thalia has had some of her ribs removed surgically to look thinner.
Ew.
And she keeps them in a souvenir jar. Oh, my God. I thought the celebrity going as far as liposuction was bad, or plastic surgery, but let's just take the whole level. So there was only a rumor, but she confirmed on a talk show that she had actually done this. There's a picture on the Internet of her with a glass jar in front of her with ribs in it. Now, they kind of look like pork shine bones to me, but
yeah, there's a lot of pictures of me with ribs, but they're the kind I eat.
You kind of got barbecue sauce coming down your arms. I was like, crazy.
Well, in China, a knife falls from sky into Chinese man's head. A guy apparently just walking down the street, and out of nowhere, somebody's just like, hey, dude, you got something hanging out of your head. It was a huge knife, and there's pictures of this on the Internet as well. 57-year-old Chinese man, I can't even begin to pronounce this, Yun Zi Zhao, was casually walking in his hometown when he noticed a knife protruding from his head. So where did the knife come from? Apparently he was walking underneath a high-rise building, and it fell from an 8th-floor balcony. And it was one of the cases of, really bad timing. But bystanders pointed out he was bleeding, and he went ahead and went to the hospital, where he was saying things like, ow, my head. But he currently is in stable condition.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, that timing, everything is timing anymore, it seems like. Well, I like this. Sure. You hear all this stuff about breastfeeding, women breastfeeding in public. This isn't exactly that, but this is kind of close. And I kind of feel bad for this family in a couple of different ways, and I feel bad. This is just a feel-bad story. I think that's what this is. A family was kicked out of a restaurant after changing a baby's diaper at the dinner table. Miranda Sowers was eating at Brothers Pizza Express in Texas with her 4-month-old baby, Reagan. Also, her daughters, Lauren, 4 years old, and Caitlin, 8 years old, were also there. And they took Reagan into the bathroom to change, but claims there was no changing table. She made the decision to take off the nappy and replace it at the dinner table instead. She told a local TV station, I thought, I've got my own changing pad. She's tiny. She fits right here in the chair. So I laid her down quickly and quietly changed her diaper. But staff at the restaurant said customers complained about
The smell.
The smell.
Yeah.
Manager Donnie Lala said, as soon as you start opening the diaper, people start complaining about the smell of the diaper. Last thing I want is a customer throwing up. Their food was brought out in takeaway containers, and they were asked to leave.
Well, I as a single father, years and years and years ago, I would often change her diaper on the floor of a bathroom, put the pad right there. But I can see that if my granddaughter is staying with us, and I know about the smell of some diapers. Let me tell you.
Thank you. I'd forgotten about that until just now.
Well, this week is first day of school for a lot of kids. So I've got one. Teacher turns up drunk and pantsless on first day.
And again, this is wrong?
Forget about forgetting your homework. She forgot her pants.
Either or, okay? One or the other.
Oklahoma school teacher, and she was just hired, by the way, was allegedly spotted drunk and without pants on her first day at Wagner High School. She was found in a room, kind of disoriented. Police were called. By the time they got there, she'd put on some shorts, but she'd been hired for a special education position, and I'm guessing it was special. She allegedly admitted to drinking vodka before coming to work, because with all those kids, I can see this, But, she was charged with public intoxication.
Poor baby. She's misunderstood. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am.
Ooh, ooh, a man was fined for making ghost noises in a cemetery.
You're kidding me.
A man has been fined for making ooh noises at those mourning at a cemetery in Portsmouth. This was in England. Leave it to the British, He was arrested at first due to using abusive language or behavior causing distress to those who were paying a visit to those who had passed on. Prosecutors said the defendant was effectively singing loudly and being disrespectful in among the graves. He was throwing himself backwards, waving his arms backward. Ooh! I'm assuming he was pretending to be a ghost. What kind of idiot? This is all the prosecutor. These are quotes here. What kind of idiot do you have to be to think it'll be funny to go to a graveyard and be disrespectful? Anthony Stellard, the idiotic ghost, has been involved in a lot of situations. He was charged with harassment in January and also committed assault last year. And now this is their legal system works over there as opposed to our wonderful legal system. An extra 3 months have been added to his 12-month suspended sentence, which he picked up in January for harassment. He was also fined £35, having to add on a £20 victim surcharge and a £20 in-court fee. If he is to commit anything that breaches his suspended sentence, he will face 12 weeks in jail.
The guy sounds like a complete douchebag, but I didn't know you could actually get a ticket for that.
Ooh, be afraid. Be very afraid.
Well, that's all I have today. How about you?
I love these. These weekly get-togethers are just too much fun. No human being should even try this at home. Thank God we're professionals.
Yes.
But listen, folks, thanks for joining us here at BaloneyBrain.com. It's Weird Wednesday. Again, we haven't invited you in a while, but when you get ideas for a story you would like to see us cover on our weekly sojourn through the insane, send us an email. We'd love to just look into it for you. Your story.
We'll see you next week.